Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. That was me drinking sweet tea and eating the ice cube. I zoned out for a minute, but welcome back. Today's video is going to be a story time because you guys always ask for those and I never post them because I am not a pro YouTuber and probably never will be. Sorry. So today's story time is going to be about the time that I stole a chicken. My uncle was an accomplice in this. And it happened when I was about 13 years old. No animals were harmed in the making of this video or story time, I promise. If anything, this was a very spoiled chicken at the end of all of this. So, this took place when I was 13, and I would go back for my summers and visit Montana, which is where I'm originally from, and I would stay with my grandma Linda. She was awesome woman, and my uncle lived with her too. He's about 2 years older than me, so during the time he was about 15, 16. My other aunt also lived with us too. She was about 18, 19 at the time of this. And my grandma's a trucker, so she would have to take a couple days here and there throughout the weeks and go to take delivery loads to like other states that are right by, like Washington, for example, and stuff like that. So this took place over one of those times when my 19-year-old aunt was supposed to be watching us, but as you know how 19-year-olds were, she was not very concerned with the 13 and the 15-year-old who she was convinced could take care of themselves, which we were. Like, we didn't do anything awful besides steal the neighbor's chicken. So it was, I don't even know what day of the week, I couldn't tell you, but it was a summer day. His friend Cody was over. I don't think they mind about using the names in this because it's a funny story that we all laugh about. His friend Cody was over and his little sister, I forgot her name, it's been so long. We'll call her Annika. Or just Anna. Anna, there we go. And my uncle was sitting there with Cody. They were out in the front by the pasture because we have a big horse paddock. Both the spaces of land that I'm talking about are about 5 acres each. There's fields in the back of them, there's a house in the middle, and then there's big front yards in the front for a visual plan, I guess you could say. So the boys were out front, and I remember walking out there and being like, well, what should we do tonight? And no one had any ideas. We were sitting there and I was just kind of throwing out options, and I was like, how about we steal one of the neighbor's chickens? Thinking like, no one's gonna take me seriously. I'm 13 years old. These are two like 15-year-old boys. They're not gonna take the kids seriously. And Cody, my uncle's friend, was like, yeah, let's steal the chicken. Since Lacey offered, she's the one who has to go and do it too. So it was set and solid. We're gonna steal one of the chickens with the neighbors. And the neighbor's chicken shed, it wasn't actually like a chicken coop where you see where they have the doors and entryways. It was kind of like an open shed, like a shed with 3 walls and an open front, and then like 3 foot of chicken wire around it. So we wait till it's dark. I go out into the horse pasture in the back where the wooden fence separates both of our yards. I'm sitting there. My uncle and I had a plan that he was gonna meet me on the other side of their property with the 4-wheeler and pick me up and be my getaway driver. So I'm sitting there and I hear his 4-wheeler, I hear it going down the road. I'm like, okay, well, now it's time to do this. So I remember getting down on all fours, completely blacked out. I put on a black shirt, black pants, and tennis shoes, and I tied my hair up. I remember army crawling underneath of it, and then after a while I was like, well, I better not pause, because if I pause I'm gonna pussy out. So I just army crawled all the way over there. But what we hadn't realized was at the back of their house they have this giant like 8 foot by like floor to ceiling window that directly looks over this chicken coop. And I didn't realize that till I was about 10 feet away. And by that point, my uncle was already in place on the other side. He was already ready. I was 13 years old. These were 15-year-old boys. I was like, I am not gonna pussy out now. It is way too late to be a pussy-ass bitch about this now. So I'm sitting there and I look up and he's sitting there. Like, the guy that owns the chicken, his property, he's sitting on this like green recliner watching TV, drinking something in a cup. And I was just like, oh fuck, like, this is it. I'm gonna die. My ass is gonna get caught. Like, we're gonna get caught. And I'm sitting there and he's looking, and I watched him and he wasn't looking away from his TV. So I was like, okay, it's now or never. And I sprung up, booked my ass over that 5-inch, like 5 foot little thing of chicken wire in there, and I'm looking around and all there are these big ass fucking hens, like hens. And I was just like, no, this isn't gonna work. These things are gonna fucking kill me. And I'm looking, and then finally in the back I see all the little babies, and the babies are like going through this weird like mangy phase where they're shedding all their baby fluff and their actual like feathers are coming in. So So I just remember being like, holy shit, these little aliens are creepy as shit. And I scooped one up, put it inside of my cardigan sweater, crawled over the fence, like slid around the back, and at that point I heard one of his dogs barking. I was like, shit, like I'm fucked. So I just booked it, and as I booked it, I didn't realize that there was a hill that slopes downwards. Like, it was like a steep little slope, like it dropped like 10 feet, not just dropped, but it sloped downwards to like a 10 feet angle and came back up. So I'm almost falling. I didn't fall, thankfully, and I make it up the other side, clambering, just scared for my life that I'm gonna get mauled by a dog or shot in the back by a farmer, all because stupid ass Lace was like, let's go steal a chicken, it'll be so much fun. No, it was not. So I make it up the other side, and over there, like bordering fence, my uncle's sitting there. I hop on it, and he's like, did you get the chicken? Did you get the chicken? As I'm sitting on the four-wheeler, and I just open it. I was like, damn right, I got the chicken. And I closed it, and he just takes off down the dirt road and back to our property. Cody and his little sister were just completely shocked that I actually got it. We ended up taking it up to our barn and getting a big tub of water, like warm water. I sat there and I gave her a bath and stuff. Like, I gave her a bath, I fed her some corn, I filled like a stall. We all filled the stall with straw and like locked her in there for the night. The next morning comes around, we call my aunt who had been out the night, and we're like, we stole a chicken. She's like, well, it better be gone by the time I get home or I'm telling grandma. So we're like, well, fuck. My uncle's like, well, we better just take it back. I was like, how are we gonna explain that? So I go over there, I walk my ass over there with this chicken. I'm like, hey, holding their little chicken, we found this chicken. It wandered onto our property this morning. I figured it was yours because I know you guys have them. And he was just so nice. He was like, oh sweet, thank you. That happens sometimes. Took his chicken, turned around, walked right to that chicken coop, and I turned my ass around and walked away like it never fucking happened. So yeah. And now, whenever we're all together, we always tell the story. We told my mom and grandma a couple years after. They found it hilarious. Or like, never steal a chicken again, though. You can actually like get shot in the state of Montana for stealing livestock. Like, it's legal. Like, they can shoot you and kill you. Like, I could have died. So yeah, that was super fun. It was super great. It's a memory, definitely. Something that I don't regret, but at the same time, I'm like, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will go over a couple more topics. This shirt, I really want to cover it because I'm super like, oh my gosh. It's actually just a normal tank top, and I actually saw this hack on YouTube where you just take your sleeves and you put your head through them and you crisscross it, and it does like this like keyhole thing. Ooh, nip. Keyhole thing, and I really like the way it looks. It looks like nice and cute. It's very modern. I like to pair it with like leggings or high-waisted shorts, and it looks snazzy. Although like you totally nip because I don't wear bras with it, but that's not appropriate for the YouTube. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm up to 3,000 subs. I'm super appreciative of that. You guys are the bee's knees. And I've even seen some Instagram accounts of like fan accounts, and I really appreciate those, and I love those. Actually, like, that really touches my heart that you guys are so like, oh my gosh, we actually like this girl, and it makes me be like, oh my gosh, I actually like you guys too. So thank you guys. I'll try to get some more story times for you as soon as I can, and drop a like, subscribe, comment down below of what you would like to see in the future, and I'll make sure to get it out to you. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.